A business which is unable to figure out how to bring in new customers dies. It's that simple. No customers, no business. If I were to start over my cleaning services company, as I did back in 2009, offering residential cleaning services, what would I do to get my very first, very fifth, and very 10th customer? Because once you figure those out, then you rinse and repeat, and keep working on what works best for you. So there are various strategies that people utilize. And my advice is once you figure out what works, double down on it. Spend your energy there. The very first strategy and technique I'd like to give you is based on the golden nuggets that I picked up from Alex Hormozzi's video, how to get customers, and a link will be down below as well, and merged with my experience and techniques that are more specifically tailored for you, the listener, a residential cleaning business owner. So very first thing is you want to go and look up and create a contact list, and you don't even have to buy it first. Before you do this, no need to go and figure out the leads and purchase them and etc. Go in your contacts, pull out every single contact that you have there. So now you have a list number one. Go into your email and pull out every single contact you have there. That's your list number two. Go into your social media accounts and pull out your contacts in there. So this is your list number three. So you've got three lists and then you want to merge them. So once you merge them, then you have an impressive list of people and prospects that you can go back. And I know it can get comfortable to contact, and you probably know what's coming. You'll need to contact them, but I'm going to tell you a way how to contact them without being annoying, without being seen annoying, so they most likely are not gonna brush you off. But there's a little bit of work that you have to do, because remember, after all, it is your business. You need to bring the customers, and I'm here to provide all the information I have. So once you have 1, 2, 3 buckets, then you pick the platform, according to Alex Hormozzi here, in which you have the most contacts. So let's say it's Facebook. In my case, most of my people contacts that I know that follow are Facebook, and then YouTube as well. So then you go in Facebook and start contacting those people. And when you do that, you do three-way strategy, ACA, so which stands for acknowledge, compliment, and ask. So what you do is before you reach out to someone, you're gonna do a 30 seconds to a minute research on them and see what happened. What is the latest change in their lives? And then you figure this out. Let's say they moved and you're like, hey, John, so you moved, congratulations on a new house. So that's your acknowledging, and then you're complimenting. Great work, I have no idea, how do you actually handle this, moving and then new jobs and etc. And then you're asking, hey, I just started a cleaning company. I wanted to let you know that that's what I'm offering in your area. That's where I'm expanding, and no pressure to you, but I just wanted to see if you happen to know someone who might need the cleaning services. So by formatting this way, you're not pressuring that contact, so they won't brush you off as easily. And then you're literally saying that this is the service you're offering. So you're beating the drums, letting the people know in your contacts that you're offering those services. The two things will happen, right? I mean, three things can happen, right? If the person doesn't like you or they don't remember you, they can brush you off, and that's okay. You will get a lot more rejections when you do the cold outreach compared to inbound outreach, right? When people call you. Or the number two, and they're gonna say, oh yeah, by the way, great to catch up. Thanks for this. I appreciate your compliment. I have this neighbor who wants to do it. Or number three, they're like, oh yes, thanks. I moved, I have kids, and I have all this stuff that I'm going through now. I would love to get a little bit of help with cleaning, and now you have the customer. So then you can continue going back and forth. So what I'd like to do, add to that methodology, is Alex Hormozzi says go for 100 people a day. I mean, if you have power to do that, then more power to you and do that. I am not a cold outreach person, so I would set a goal for myself, 25. And I totally understand picking up 25 times and hearing 25 no's is very frustrating, and it could be discouraging. For that, what I'd like you to do is shift your mind. So there's a book called Go for No, and if you have not yet read it, then go ahead and read it. And I actually need to plan to put a video about this. So the strategy in this book is to win that day. So what you do as a business owner, now you set yourself a goal. I'm like, hey, I have a list of 2,000 contacts that I scraped from my phone, from my email, from my social media. I'm going to contact 25 people every day, and that's likely my case. And I will only consider myself winning that day if I get 25 no's. So you are actually going for no. And remember, each no gets you closer to yes. So out of those 25 people, if 5 people say yes, then you didn't win, my friend, because you only have 20 no's. So you go for another 5 no's until you get all of those 25 no's. And once you have those all 25 no's, then yep, you're victorious. You won that day. And along the way, what did you do? You just got some yeses. Those are potential prospects that now you can go and the referrals and etc. who can turn to become become your customers eventually. So set your mind, set a goal. If you can handle 50 and then you feel victorious, so if you end it at, like, let's say your goal is 50 and you end it at 37 no's that day, then feel that you lost. Go ahead and feel that you lost because you've got a lot of wins, but the next day you're tricking your mind to play a game where the more no's it hears, the better it is, because you hit the goal and then you're upbeat, your attitude is up, your morale is up, which are super important, especially when you're a salesperson. So whenever you're calling people, if you message, that's okay, but if you decide to call, if you're a caller, remember the other person on the other hand can literally hear whether the person is smiling or not, and they can sense it as well. If you want to play a game, just close your eyes when I talk, and then you can feel the beats on my energy and whether I'm standing up, whether I'm walking, whether I'm smiling, right? And so therefore, it's recommended to pace yourself. Actually walk on the phone when you're calling people. Just try doing that and go for no, get as many no's as you can, because you're gonna get yeses along the way. So now that you start getting those yeses and you start converting those people into your customers, then the beauty of the cleaning industry is it's a recurring, right? You try to get them into recurring, offer them a discount or etc. What I like about the residential is people know people from the neighborhood and they refer, and word of the mouth is pretty powerful in a neighborhood. So you can literally break into a specific neighborhood, pick a fancy neighborhood in whatever the zip code, and then just go there and try to target them, because your travel time, you want the shortest travel time and book the people back to back. So you go to one neighborhood, you knock out 5 houses, you go to the next neighborhood, you knock out 5 houses, and when you start subbing out your work, it's great. You send one person, you pay them only 1 mileage to get to a place, knock out the houses, come back, or the team. So you see how it can grow. Some of the ways to get the referrals from those people are either giving the discount. If they refer you to a friend, you can say, hey, like if you refer and they sign up for recurring service with you, then I can give you 25 off from your next service, which is good, right? Quarter off. Or you can say, I'm a cleaner, how about next time I'll clean the insides of your appliances? Or if you're a carpet cleaner, then you can say, this room I'll just throw in for you if somebody else signs in from yours. So that's number one. That's the methodology that I referred, and I blended it in with Alex Hormozi's strategy, and the link will be down below as well if you want to check out that video for yourself. The next strategy is my favorite. Now we go to, this was a push marketing strategy, which is active, right? If you're bored, then you don't have time to sit and get the inbound, because inbound is great, it converts better, 61% better actually. But when you're bored, you need work, you just go do the push marketing. So that's how you get your first, fifth, and 10th if you just actively push. But hold on, there's more strategies that you can utilize in conjunction. And then remember, when I said rinse and repeat, whatever is working out well for you, double down, and whatever is not working out, you drop out. So the next strategy would be GLA, which is pretty simple. You go to Google local ads and then you sign up. They'll do a background check, they'll check your insurance, etc. And then you're literally paying for leads. In my experience, they have been decent for residential. We're mostly commercial, so therefore we opt out from residential. But if you want to go into residential, I know people that were able to build a book of business. So you're literally paying per lead a certain fee, and then once whether you close the lead or not, it's on you. But assuming you close the lead, then it becomes a recurring. So 1 or 2 customers will just pay off for the life of the account. Then you get, it depends, right? How many leads you can do, and I would go in a specific zip codes, and then you can utilize the budget per your liking and per your comfort zone. So the next point is a PPC campaigns, which I love. That's again, we're sticking with the inbound in this case, and PPC is a paid per click campaigns. So you want to create a landing page and put negative words, positive words. It's a Google advertisements, or Microsoft does that as well. It's not, Microsoft is pretty good conversion wise. Not many people search for it, so your budget is going to be limited. In Google, you're going to get most of them, but you have to know how to set up your landing page, because people come to your landing page thinking they found you, they go through your funnel, and then they contact you, they execute your desired outcome, because that's how your landing page is set up. And if you don't know how to set it up, Fiverr or Upwork has freelancers, WordPress, I have specific video you can watch after this video to see how you can set up yourself. But there's like a psychology for it, the human psychology, and then utilize ChatGPT. If you have paid version, it's better. If you have free version, it'll still work, and then use your common sense to design those landing pages, because once once people are landing there, you want to make sure that they go through and read. So once you set it up, then make sure they go through your funnel and execute. So the next strategy would be Facebook groups. So what I see a mistake a lot of cleaners do, they actually go and join cleaner Facebook groups, and then they try to advertise themselves in a cleaner Facebook groups to other cleaners. I mean, come on, it just makes no sense. Like, your customers are not there. If you need cleaners, if you want to learn from cleaners and communicate and collaborate, then yes, that's good. But your customers are not there. What you want to do instead is join the real estate groups, property management group, home improvement groups, Airbnb owner groups, not Airbnb cleaner groups, dental office people groups. Go to the accountant groups. You get the idea. Go to specific group which could become your ideal target customer, and then you don't want to go and spam the group. Instead, you want to go and contribute. Like, when people ask cleaning related question, you want to respond to it. You could put before after videos, testimonials, people like that, and contribute. And then make sure when they come click on that, they will come and they're like, oh, this is a great answer from this person. What does this person do? When they click on your profile, make sure they come to your profile, and whatever the Facebook group profile, your landing page must be optimized as well. You can't have your photo on the beach, half naked, drinking alcohol. Nobody wants to hire a cleaner like that. So make sure your banner is set up properly to convert. So it all is a part of an experience, but go and target the adequate groups, the groups that can potentially become your customers, instead of targeting the cleaners group, being yourself a cleaner. Social media posts, I briefly mentioned, on your website, on your Facebook page, or LinkedIn, wherever you are. In LinkedIn, there's a ton of actually groups and good customers too that you can potentially convert to become your customers. Put your before after videos, put like videos where people like you clean something really quickly. People like the satisfaction of seeing a surface getting immediately cleaned and actually by someone else. It just looks good, satisfying. Give tips and hints how to do that. Participate in blogs when people will start reaching out to you, because your goal is to establish yourself as a professional, as an authority, as a consultant, so people look up to you when they think about, oh, cleaning, who am I gonna think? Oh, John, because I consistently see his posts and I know his capabilities because he's proven by before and after photos and putting his testimonials. So those are the things super important to upkeep your social media presence. The next would be a door hanger. So think about the door hangers. I'm actually also gonna name applications to which you can go and find some work. So far, if you're getting a value, you know where I'm going, right? So thumbs up, please. Let me give you a second to do that. And thank you so much for doing this. If you're getting a value, I greatly appreciate it, because the more likes, the more comments, the more engagement, it circulates the video along. You and I alike people, and then we all benefit and we all rise. Remember, I don't see one another as competition. I see one another as allies, so we can all grow together. Okay, door hangers is another thing. I actually had one here. If you need a copy of a design, just hit me up. I'll send it to you. So door designs are pretty good. Unlike a social media email that can come into your inbox, somebody can archive. Door hanger, they can't. It's just right there. Compared to door, in my opinion, door hangers are better too, because with door to door, you go, you do the door to door, you knock the door, and now people have like Ring cameras, other cameras. They're not home. They're like, hey, why are you here? You don't even see the person as you used to do in the past. So therefore, when you put a door hanger, at some point, you know that person is either going to leave the house or come back into the house, and they will see that. And door hangers are relatively inexpensive when you print them, and it's your time. If you have time, you just walk. Now it's a push marketing compared to putting, legally you're not allowed to put anything into somebody's mailbox and mailing it. Now it's stamp and then they can throw it away. The door hanger is unique, right? It stands out, nicely designed door hanger that talks the customer language. Car wraps is another thing. So whenever you clean, you want to park a wrap car so people can see, especially if you're going after residential. Make sure your people are neatly dressed and look clean, because we're cleaners, right? You can't be a sloppy cleaner and expect that people they're gonna hire. You can't have greasy hands, greasy hair, unattractive outfit, because what are you expected to do? How are you expected to clean if you're like that? So presence, the how you present yourself is super important in this industry. Car wraps. So park your car whenever it's possible if you're doing the work. And let's say you have different cars. Let's say you have your personal car and you have a wrapped car and you don't drive this. Talk to one of your friends or one of your customers who lives on a busy street and see if you can just leave your car there for a while. And remember, when you're wrapping a car, don't go too much. People won't see it. They're driving. What they need to see, cleaning services, perhaps the name of your company, which is even secondary in my opinion, but the phone number big in the website or a QR code that they can scan. So just leave it on a side sheet so people people can come and walk, neighbors. In a richer neighborhoods, that's where you're gonna get a lot of people. And especially if that person in front of whose house it is parked, that it's an advocate of yours who likes your services, then more power to you. Yard sign is another option, so you can get like inexpensive yard signs with like a metal sticks that go inside and pick them up. I don't like the fancy signs that you have to dig out the holes and dig them. The problem with them is it's a lot to move, it's expensive, now you're ruining somebody's property digging out, and then what if they have like an irrigation system underwater? So that can get very costly. So but those signs where it says, hey, cleaned by, you can do like cleaned by me or sanitized by whatever your company name, and then stick it there when you clean. Ask the homeowner if you can leave it there. So it's like imagine of the those people, True Green people, when they do the cleaning, they have this little sticks, right, that throw them and then they come in, and then if you come into a neighborhood with just True Greens take care, you have the yellow, orange little signs all over. So it's the same thing. You want the same effect. The more people see it, you stay top of the mind. The more top of the mind you are, the more likely they're gonna come and do business with you. Business networking events is another one that's an outbound again. And when you do the business networking events, like a chamber of commerce's, real estate networking groups, meetup groups, buy and sell wholesale groups, those are good ones, because you don't want to go again to cleaner groups unless you want to learn and network with cleaners and that's your purpose. But otherwise, then go there. But I've noticed as we join chamber of commerce's and as we go to this nice real estate events, people that present themselves, there's like very little cleaners. If there's a cleaner, that the guy is wearing shirts, flip-flops, and is not looking professional, and it's easy to stand out. How you talk, how you behave yourself, how you present yourself means so much, and then they'll remember, because those are the people, real estate people, chamber of commerce, insurance people, the property managers, they will give you recurring business as well. It's not like a one-time job, but and they know other people, and then they can get you as well to do the cleaning for them. So applications, let's dive into applications, some of them that would be really good for you. Mind it, I don't have deep experience with them, so I prefer to get the leads directly, but if you really need customers and that's one of the options that you want to use, then do that as well. And before we go there, one more favor to ask, and you know what to do. Please hit that subscribe button, because this would really help with the channel and it'll let me know that I'm doing my work. And share your stories. I really love when people come and say, dude, I utilized this advice and therefore my company has grown this much, or this is what we did and that's what we learned. Not only it pumps me up, encourages me, but also other cleaners who read the comments, they're like, wow, let's learn, let's create a community. We support, we truly support one another. So application, Nextdoor seems to be a really cool one. People go there, post, and I think it's free, so you just have to be active in that neighborhood. So it's another thing that you need to do. But again, with anything, it's the consistency, right? Not only, you can't just expect to post and see the results. You have to post again, and be active. People need to see you. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. For them to like you, trust, and know you, you have to be known. You have to be there. So Nextdoor is another application. I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings about the Turna app, which it seems to be for Airbnb users. So go ahead and give it a try. If short-term rentals, which is STR, is your gig, if that's what you want to do, Turna seems to be a place to go. There's another application called Bark. Check them out. There's another application called Thumbtack. My understanding, they charge per lead. Same as Angie, which Angie doesn't have a good reputation following the communities. Like, apparently they sell the leads, upsell the leads, charge you more. So be your own judge, but from what I'm seeing, it's not my personal experience. It doesn't seem like they've got a good reputation. There's another application called Handy, and then a TaskRabbit as well. So those are the applications that are out there if you need to get a customer. Some people use those applications to build their book of business. Some people stay in the application for a long time. So if it works for you, it works for you. The next video is going to be how to get your commercial accounts in 2024. Click here and I will see you there. And don't forget to take advantage of ChatGPT for your content creation or any AI software, because it is mind-blowing and it can help you a lot with the content. Okay, bye for now.